afternoon everybody and welcome to Quirky Kitchen. I am using a different way of filming today. It's going to show Marco's hands because he's doing it and I'm going to do the speaking. And another reason we're doing it is because we've got a new blind. Look behind, there is a nice new blind. Now I thought it was a stupid thing to buy because we've got electric window blinds. But now I realise it actually looks quite nice and it stops the reflection from outside. So, welcome again. Nice to see everybody. Oh, I can't see you. I don't know why I said that. That was stupid.
No, you can say, you're looking good, guys.
Yeah, everybody looks lovely. My audience, all my ornaments out here in my audience. And if you looked round, Marco put the camera around, you would see horses, cows, deers, all funny things in my house. One day we will actually film that and show you. So anyway, welcome again. And schnitzel made with very thin pieces of chicken breast. And Marco makes it beautifully. It could be something to do with the fact that he is German and they eat a lot of schnitzel in Germany, because mine certainly isn't as good as his.
And there's me coming home with the shopping and the fish on my head. Woohoo! Ready to make the schnitzel. Here we've got the chicken breasts, which have been battened out to be quite thin. And next we will have the salt and pepper and any seasoning you want to put on it. I would put lemon juice, but Marco puts the lemon juice at the end, not now. So that's absolutely fine. Sometimes you could put paprika on as well. It depends on your preference as long as you season it. Next I think Marco will be putting the flour, egg and breadcrumbs. Now this looks like a very simple procedure, but in actual fact you have to keep one hand dry. There he is shaking off the flour. Then into the egg, which you have to lift it up and drain off any excess, and then that is placed into the breadcrumbs. Now Marco is shaking that. If you haven't got a deep bowl, you actually make sure you turn it over with a hand that is clean. And there you have got your schnitzel ready prepared. He is going along to do the second one, exactly the same thing. Again, I will stress that you do not mix up your wet hand into the breadcrumbs, otherwise it will go all glooky and make the breadcrumbs appear to be lumpy. See, Marco's got quite a deep bowl there, which makes it easier. I tend to put it on plates, which doesn't make it very easy. Right, now we have our schnitzels nicely prepared. In the meantime, I think Marco has a pan with a small amount of oil, which he is testing with a tiny bit of the schnitzel. So when that starts to bubble like that, then you know that it's ready. See, it's browned already for the schnitzels to go in. Not enough to cover them, but a little bit more than you would just put for a very, very shallow fry. You can tell exactly how much he's put in. Don't overload your pan, just put the two in. Now this is actually on quite high. As it's cooking, you will have to check it so that the underneath is not burning. Marco is going to check it now. Can you see it was browning a little bit? This is the point where it can actually burn. And if you feel it's going to burn, just turn it down a bit. I don't think he's turned it down yet at this point. Now he's checking the underneath to see that it's all okay. We then turn over. Now can you see it's not quite cooked, browned on one side, but it doesn't matter, this will be turned over again. And at this point Marco is turning down the heat. The reason he's turning it down is when you turn over, that fat is at a very high temperature and it can burn it almost immediately. The one thing you want to make sure is that the chicken is completely cooked through, but definitely not overdone. If you overdo it, you get it stringy and tough. We're actually using here frozen chicken breasts, and they're very economical to buy, and when they're cooked like this, I have to say you would never know that the meat was frozen. They're absolutely perfect and tender. I think that one is ready. Marco will now put that on some kitchen paper to drain off any excess oil, because you really don't want it to be too fatty when you eat it. I think that one is nearly ready now. In fact, I would probably take that out at this point because it's definitely been in long enough to cook the chicken. When it comes out of the pan, it will be drained on kitchen paper, and to serve, you may need a little bit more salt and pepper, but definitely a really nice squeeze of fresh lemon all over it. You can serve this with fresh vegetables or salad.